Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and we've got the first of this year's winter fest beers, Weihnachts beers, that sort of thing. I'm not going to do like a 2016 winter beer playlist. Well, I'm going to do a playlist for any winter beer that I do, but I'm not going to do it like last year because I don't think they change too much from year to year. There are a couple that I will be revisiting, especially like Waldenberger Kloster's Wintertraum, because that's one of my all-time favourite beers in general. But yeah, so any of the new ones that I've not tried before, I might pick up and give a go. And today's one is from the Lammsbräu brewery out of Neumarkter, and this is the Winterfestbier, which is clocking in at, where is it? Is there an actual ABV on this? There should be. I can't find. Oh, there it is. It's in big writing. 5.6%, and yeah, there is a scene from the Neumarkter Rathaus. So yeah, nice festive scene. You know, a lot of these beers do have this like classic, almost like Christmas card sort of artwork to it. And yeah, nice label on the neck. And then we've just got the regular Lammsbräu crown. And yeah, so this is like a BO beer, but technically aren't all beers natural? Like the ones that are brewed properly? I don't know. Anyway, Lammsbräu. I've got quite a few videos of theirs on the channel, so that playlist will be down below. And yeah, for the most part, very, very solid brewery. So let's get this bottle opened. Not too much going on in terms of activity coming out of that neck. Using my nice big goblet. Well, it's not a goblet, that's a stemmed glass. Talking absolute bollocks, I'm not even drunk today. So anyway, yeah, I'm using my nice big 500ml glass. And yeah, I don't think I've actually had the Neumarkter Lammsbräu, fucking hell, Winterfestbier. So this will be a first for me. So we'll see how it goes. So butchered that pour a little bit. Got about 2.5 fingers worth of a slightly tan off-white head, and the beer itself is a nice sort of like a dark orange, burnt orange sort of colour going on amber. It's not like what you'd expect with like a lager or a Helles beer, so it's looking along the lines of more like the Märzen side, to be honest, almost going into a very light dunkel sort of beer. But yeah, not too much going on in terms of carbonation, but it has got nice clarity in there. Well, actually, yeah, if you find it, you get a nice stream of bubbles in the middle. Not too sure how well you're picking that up. But yeah, it looks like a nice wintry lager so far. I'm not sure if it is in the Märzen style. We shall soon find out. So yeah, let's give it a sniff. I'm getting like that nutty, slightly caramel sort of flavour. Like roasted nuts. It does smell like a dunkel beer. That sweet caramel malt as well. But then you get those like regular like straw-like tones, that very, very, very slight savoury edge to it. That bitterness coming from the hops is coming through as well. But what I will say is it's almost got that slightly sickly sweet aroma to it when you've probably had a little bit too much to drink. Always these horrible descriptions, but it comes up, back up a little bit, and you swallow it back down, and you've got that sweet and slight acidic sweetness. I'm trying to describe that without sounding absolutely disgusting, because it's not. It's a very pleasant smelling beer. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. It's interesting. The first thing I get, well, the first thing that comes to mind on the back end of it, you get this almost like a gingerbread cookie with peanut butter smothered on it. Right on the back end. Which I've not really got with fest beers or winter beers before. Yep, nice sweet beer. A little bit cakey up front. Getting a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon in there. Almost like a slight cookie dough sort of flavour there as well. Now, you hear me saying these like ideas and you think, oh wow, that sounds wonderful. They're not overly pronounced. You do get those like regular Heller's lager sort of flavours there as well. That's sort of like a savoury baseline. But these nice Christmassy, wintry, sweet components coming out, like molasses, a little bit of treacle, that sort of stuff. But it's not overly sweet. If you were to get those flavours in like a specialised stout, then they would be very pronounced. But here they're balanced really, really nicely. A little bit on the more subtle side, but they are there, and it is a nice cakey sweetness throughout. That's actually really, really nice. Again, almost like a very slight sweetened peaty smokiness on the back end as well. That's a lovely little beer. This is pretty much straight out of the fridge because, you know, is it its style. But even if you was to have this at like a room temperature, I think those like desserty flavours would come out a lot more and go into more like a, I don't know, what would it go into? Almost like a pumpkin spice, you know, the actual spiced elements. If the nutmeg, the cinnamon, that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's a lovely, lovely little beer. I just can't get over how cakey and biscuity it is. And it just tastes festive. It really, really does. But it's not overpowering. So you could easily finish off a 6-pack of these without feeling, you know, too heavy. And not having like a sickly sweet taste in your mouth weighing you down. Beautifully balanced. And I've got to say, this could be the best beer that I've had from Lammsbräu. And yeah, I'd happily pick this up again just to sit back and drink it with. I'd obviously have to do a little bit of a head-to-head with the Wintertraum from Veltenberger Kloster, because again, that's my favourite beer. Maybe I will do that video in December. But yeah, this is like a nice, sweet beer, and it's just, I don't know, I was not expecting it to be that cakey and desserty and warming and festive, and they've done a wonderful job with that. So in terms of a rating, there are probably much better beers in this style, don't get me wrong, but drinking this, I can't pick out any faults. I really, really can't. So I know I seem to give 10 out of 10s quite a lot compared to other beer tubers. But when I drink a beer and I can't find any faults with it and it's just going down a treat, then I can't not give it a 10 out of 10. So it's a 10 out of 10 beer for me, and for my palate anyway. And yeah, beautiful stuff. If this makes its way over to the UK or the US or other territories and you come across it, definitely give it a go. It's something different. And yeah, I'm very interested now in not only reviewing the Wintertraum, but also comparing these two beers, having a little bit of a face-off, because if that does win, this could become my go-to festive beer. It's of that high quality. Really fantastic stuff. Definitely the best beer that I've tried from these guys. And they do a good job across the board. You can check out my playlist down below. If you want to see my impressions of other winter beers up to this point, I will put last year's playlist as well. Like I said at the start, I might pick up a couple of bottles here and there that I come across, mainly of the stuff that I've not reviewed before or I've not tried before, so I won't be covering too much ground. And yeah, look out for a face-off video with the Wintertraum in the future, because I definitely want to do that. But yeah, 10 out of 10, can't fault it at all. If you want to find out more about this beer and the brewery, links are down below. Check out the playlists that I've mentioned as well. And yeah, what's some of your favourite more festive and Christmassy style beers? Let me know in the comments, because I'll be spending Christmas in England, so maybe before Christmas I might have a look at some of the supermarkets based on your suggestions. So yeah, if you've tried this, let me know your thoughts and opinions. And yeah, if I don't see you, even though I don't really see anyone technically before Christmas, I hope you have a great Christmas. And yeah, I hope your new year will be a good one. Anyway, waffled on way too long. I was going good until I started waffling. Yeah, fantastic stuff. I wish I'd have picked up another couple of bottles there, because I could just easily drink this. Amazing how the flavours you get in there, but at the same time it's so drinkable. Nice medium body to it, not too light, not too heavy. Nice amount of carbonation, sessionable, smashable, whatever you want to call it. A wonderful little beer. So, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one. See you later, guys.